Hello and welcome to the King's Forum. I have a special guest, Karo, who we're going to be doing weekly episodes on, all on mindset. Karo is a mindset coach and founder of the K Method, which is all about mindset, method, and momentum. We're also coming up going to be having specific topics, talking about mental health, vulnerability in a black male, the whole phenomenon of Clubhouse, relationships and connections, and craving those connections. An interview with me, which I'm very anxious about, but an episode about staying in your lane and being aware of your blackness, and another one since we had a discussion earlier about the whole imposter syndrome. So yeah, we got some interesting topics, and this will grow that list, I'm sure, as we go on, and I'm sure we get more content the more episodes we do. Karo, could you introduce yourself and just tell us a little bit about, uh, becoming a mindset coach and being a founder of the K Method?
For sure. Well, first of all, welcome and thank you for having me. Thanks for coming up with the idea as well. I think it's so necessary to speak about all of those topics that you just mentioned. And thank you for introduction. So
You're welcome.
briefly about very briefly, because I don't want to go along like a long list of what it is all about. So as Mike just mentioned, I'm a mindset coach, a qualified neurolinguistic programming and hypnotherapy coach, and I found the K method to to help people like us, like me, and other people around my community to have all these fundamental bits and pieces that is necessary for success. So in a K method, I speak about mindset, so all the fundamental things that you need to know in order to be the best version of yourself, beliefs, values, what is the growth mindset, what is your identity, and all that stuff. And then the method is all about the systemizing of what you already know. If your mindset is on point, you want to go for it. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. Sometimes it can be a victim of your own success, and things can get over your head a bit, and you don't know what to do, and you don't have time, you burn out, and all that stuff. We all know these things. So the method has been created because of the need for the systems, for the checklists, for the easy go to documents where you don't need to think or make a research, but you have them handy in order to be successful. And then the momentum, we all need momentum in our lives, especially if you're building up something. I'm working on a project, and it can be lonely. So momentum is about making sure that you are not alone in the game, making sure that you're keeping the momentum of the good stuff that you're producing and all the efforts that you're putting in, and also connecting to people who are either on the same page or a little bit further ahead of you, so that you are not alone. And here comes also pivoting on what you've done, and all about growth. So the growth mindset and the methods and everything comes together at the very end of the momentum piece of the K methods. So that's about me. And we both are in UK. That's another thing that was mentioning.
I like the mystery about it though, Carol. I like the fact that had some interviews in the past and people have been like, "Oh, you in the States?" I like that whole mystery. Why did you let it out of the bag there? I was going with that whole mystery first, and
Oh,
for people
I'm
to find
sorry.
out.
I'm sorry. Well, I didn't say exactly where we are because
No,
we
it's
are in two
true.
different cities,
That's
so
still a
that's good.
mystery. You just know UK.
Exactly.
Where we don't know.
We don't know.
So it's good to have a good insight and an intro into what we're doing, so it makes some sense of how we're putting this together, and kind of a bit of your background and how you got to this point. And I just thought this would be really helpful. A new year, new beginnings. Some of us have New Year's resolutions and we want to have plans for the new year, and kind of map it out that way and say, look, we want to achieve this and we have these goals. And I think this is a good way to stay focused and stay positive, and have these things in place and systems in place in order to achieve those goals to the best we can.
100%.
And I
Yeah,
just
100%.
yeah,
And so we all know some things. We all are on point with our thoughts and what we do in life. We all are experts in something. All of this, the K method became the K method because I needed those. I needed the assistance. I needed the momentum. I needed the people around me to who will be, willing to show me the way. Um, and not feel alone and not feel like an imposter, because sometimes you can feel like an imposter because you're doing that, you're sitting with yourself, you're doing your stuff, you're creating stuff, and you have from time to time you're coaching clients, but all the work that you as well are doing is alone. So it came from a need. And I
mm,
hope that it's going to serve people too. We are launching a program beginning of February if all things go well. It's going to be mostly online based, lots of videos, but also access to the community and access to, um, you know, weekly and daily gems brought to you on a consistent basis. This is like a ever growing platform, I guess.
mm.
So yeah, I'm very excited about it, and thank you. I'm so excited for our weekly podcast as well, because I think from the things that we're talking about, there we have so many things to say, you and and I think it's a great platform to do to do those things. So
Oh,
thanks.
definitely, definitely. And as I
Mm,
said, with lockdown and more of these measures
gosh,
coming into place, for your mind, if you could be living by yourself, or with your partner that you probably had enough of being in with them or what have you, if you're not going out to work, if you're not a key worker. So for your
mm,
mind, having a clear focus and actions is definitely better for that than being left with your own thoughts. So that, again, for your
yeah,
mental health, this is great, because I always find for mine, as for my own mental health, having a clear focus helps me.
mm,
You don't want to have those downs, because you will get your down, you will have your
mm,
lows, but having a clear focus and having actions definitely helps your mind. It's almost like a distraction, but in a
mm,
good way, because when you're focused on things and there's that sense of achievement, then you feel good
yeah,
with yourself. So this is a way for that as well. So we can, this is about awareness as well, and helping others, and hopefully our viewers, our subscribers can take something from our episodes that we put together, because we're
yeah.
helping ourselves and trying to help others as well. So
Absolutely, talking about the things that matter. Um, the most for all of us as humans, is a human experience that we are all in, and I think it's fantastic we can do that. As you said, clarity and actionable goals and habits, and being clear about what you want, who you are, what's your identity, where you want to go, and this all helps. And sometimes just putting it down on paper changes everything. Sometimes even conversation like we have can bring clarity to a thought that you might have had in for a
definitely.
year, and you didn't know what to do with it. So I'm really grateful that we have found ourselves in a situation of a lockdown, because that allows us to have that space and time to sit down and create, and talk about things that matter. So
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to it. But I would like to know more about you, Mike. You introduced me so nicely,
it's
and I
true.
think
We spoke about
not
me.
everyone knows you as well. So, what about if I'm going to ask you some questions too and reverse the roles? But before that, I'll do a little bit a short intro. So, Mike, a fantastic human being, a friend, a mentor in life, a person, a go-to person if you want to talk about important things, and a person that has showed up in many ways in my life and his friend's life as a person that you can count on. A interesting human being, a podcaster, a music lover, he will tell you everything about the 90s, and he will tell you everything about the things that you don't know about music. I think you were a DJ at some point or something, because I just don't know how you know all this. But the most importantly, a human being that cares for the important issues around society, and and is honest about what matters. So to me, this is who you are. If you would like to add something to it that people would like to know, uh, please do. But this is who you are to me. You know what I mean?
Thank you very much.
Is
You
there?
trying to make me cry for the. It's just meant to be an intro.
Let's
This
do this.
episode.
Let's cry together.
Those emotions. But thank you very much. That was really nice. Thank you. I didn't expect that, so that was nice. Um, what do you want to know? Right. So I think let's start about the reasons why I put the podcast together and this whole idea. I have
Yeah,
mentioned this on different episodes, but it's okay to go through it because we've not talked about this, so it's fine.
100%.
Um, so the idea was to create a platform for people to speak their truth. Yeah. And within doing that, it's creating a platform that can help others and spread awareness no matter what the topic is. And
Mhm.
it's just giving everyone has a voice, but sometimes you need a platform for that voice and to reach others and help others. Because I'm all about that, is how can we support each other? How can we help one another if we're going through problems, and not suffering in silence. So it can be anything, so from your life journey through chronic illness, through, we're talking about the K method today, and having actions and kind of setting up goals, and having some systems in place and some structure to those systems. So from anything. I'm also setting up a podcast channel that just focuses on football. So this is
Mm.
around football fans from all over the world who I'm going to be catching up with, and just talking about their love for the game, and why they're supporting this particular team, and talk about their fond memories and stuff like that. But this all came together because I wanted to create a platform for people, everyday people, working class, lower class, whoever,
Mhm.
doesn't matter. This isn't about judgment or particular sets of people, colors, races. This is I see everyone as one, so I wanted a platform for that. As I said, that was the focus behind it. I got corona last year in March, so that slowed up the process because I was suffering with long COVID. So the launch didn't quite happen yet, but it is happening in the next. Well, you're gonna see it when it's gonna be up soon, very soon. All of this on YouTube. So for you to view. I'm married. I'm a Londoner, West Londoner originally. Moved to Peterborough. Um,
Oh, you shouldn't be saying it. Do you remember the
oh,
mystery?
so
Oh,
you've got me
we
the
can
whole.
delete this part.
Yeah, tell me about it. You got me. Listen, Peterborough needs promotion. there's,
Absolutely.
there's nothing much going on here. This isn't like this isn't like London or something where it's the hub for everything like entertainment. So maybe I'll bring some people to this part of the the
Mhm.
country, and actually have some interesting stuff going. It's okay, but it's not a London. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, this is a little bit about me without saying too much. Maybe we can learn some more because I'm going to be interviewed on one of the episodes. So I'm sure you'll learn a lot more about me. Yeah,
100%. Well, thank you. Thank you for introducing yourself. And this is one of the questions that I actually had. How did it all started? And I think you answered it. So, where are we going next?
that's the
In
question.
case people are curious,
Where
where
we
are we
going next?
going next?
We're going to explore the mind, the human mind, and focuses, and how
And
we
everything
work,
else that we just spoke about.
yeah, and everything else we mentioned that are listed. So no, and where we're going next is down to the viewers, and because I will be looking at comments on these videos, and that will create and give us more content, because I'm really interested to see the viewers out there, how you respond to the content we put out, and that will give us more. So please put in, write in the comments and have your opinions, please keep it respectful, because we're always respectful to others. That's all I would say about that. And whether you like it or not, it's a matter of your opinion. We're
Mhm.
not here to convince people. We're here to bring out content and bring out a platform that's for everyone. So you can't please
Yeah,
everyone, but I hope the majority of people really like what we do, and we'll just keep on putting it out.
absolutely. And it might look quite controversial at times because we'll be speaking about topics that are quite that important, but saying this way brought a lot of uproar of different emotions and comments in the past in the media and stuff. So I would be very curious to see what comes up there as well.
There's going to be a lot to come from it, because everyone has their opinions on how, and what they think about certain situations and the
Yeah.
experiences they've had, and how that's impacted their point of view. And so
Mhm.
that would be very interesting to see. And as I said, the content, we will create more from these comments, because it's interesting
Yeah.
to see other people's point of views. And you know
Gosh.
we'll take it from there. And any more to add, Carol? Is this
I am so excited already, and I can't wait for us to make another episode that is going to be more specific about a specific
definitely?
topic. But before we go, I really would like to invite everyone to rate us. We're going to put it on the different platforms. And also share the news, share the podcast if you like it. If you think that this is something that you would like to enjoy listening and you know people that would do, please do share. This means a lot to us. And yeah, and I'm really excited.
Thank you very much, Carol, for that. Thanks for the reminder. I got to get used to doing that, because that's what it's all about. It's about you know sharing and helping others see the content. Thank you
Yeah,
very much, Carol, and guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon in the next episode.
thank you. See
You-
you later.
Bye.